Hi everyone, this is Ravi here. Everybody starts their video with unboxing, but in this one, I'm gonna give you a different feel. I'm gonna give you a little glimpse of packing of my AVR. So this is going to be a massive video. Here in this video, we're gonna talk about the entire life cycle of me buying the Marantz SR6015 AVR. I'll give you guys an overview of unboxing, setup, what I liked about it, what I did not like about it, and why did I sell it off. So let's get started. It was around June of 2021. I had Yamaha 585, which was doing fantastic, and I had zero complaints with it, except that I was bit by the upgrade bug. I sold my 585 after some research and took a big jump in buying Marantz SR6015. The chip shortage issue, which we have right now in the July of August of 2022, was not there back then, and it was relatively easy for me to find a good deal on the Marantz 6015. The AVR from the outset looked like a heavy duty, high performing AVR. It weighed like around 13 kilograms, around like 33 pounds, and from the look of it, it looked massive. Right in the front, there were three circular holes, two for rotary knobs and one for display. Quite a useless display, if you ask me. The back of it looked as busy as anything ever from an AVR can look. I enjoyed setting it up. It was very different from Yamaha. Took me an hour or so to set it up with my 5.1 setup. I run a Poke audio setup. I have S55 towers, S30 as a center channel, and OWM3 do the surround duty. And I have Rhythmic L12 as my subwoofer. Um, I ran the multi EQ XT32, the room correction software, and it did not give me great results. So I ended up setting it up myself. You could see that the menu of Marantz 6015 takes the full screen. Not something that I like, but the benefit of being full screen is that you can see a lot of information and details on the. So after setting it up manually, I spent another week or so in fine tuning the AVR and making it suitable to my taste and my oddly shaped room. I added two more Atmos firing speakers later during my setup. And finally, the setup that I've been running from that time till now is a 7.1. My content initial days was the Android TV, the 75-inch Android TV software, which was sending the audio to the AVR through ARC or EARC. And after that, I upgraded to Fire Stick 4K. And then not recently, it's been like 6 months or so, I bought the NVIDIA Shield. I do not have any gaming console, so there's no gaming device for me. So let's jump straight into what I like about the AVR. The first up is the power. The power is humongous. I mean, you have like a solid strength in audio delivery of this AVR, and you feel it every time you play this device. The ARC or EARC, Enhanced Audio Return Channel, or the HDMI things haven't really given any trouble to me ever. So they have been relatively smooth and painless to operate, which is a good thing to have in AVRs. The CEC was very seamless too between the television AVR and the NVIDIA Shield. I was able to use either of the remote for normal content browsing, volume up and down, power on and off, or seeking video forward and backward. So all of those things were very easily managed through any of the three remotes that I had. The 7 channel separation was very good. Some of the decoded content played effectively across all the seven speakers. Um, I don't think the speakers that I have for Atmos, which are on top of the front towers, firing backwards from the ceiling, I don't think they are very effective. But whatever they are, this AVR did a very good job of utilizing the full potential of those speakers. The next up, I really like the remote app, considering that the remote itself, the physical remote is pretty bad. The app remote was very handy. I made a very good use of the remote app during my ownership of the AVR. I think there was a very good future proofing of this AVR. It had 8K port. It had one HDMI 8K already, and it had all the bells and whistles and features that you could ask for from an AVR. And I think if you're gonna own it, this and if you like the taste of it, this will last you for a decade. Now let's talk about what I didn't like, and there were quite a few. That little pinhole display sucks. It's useless, like as useless as putting so many coaxial connections or RC connections in the AVR in today's AVRs. You have like adapters for everything. Just provide HDMI and that should be good enough. It is as useless as like all the AVRs jumping into 8K bandwagon, where they should be rather working on perfecting the upscaling to 4K. So that little pinhole display is like utterly useless. I don't know why they have it. Um, Playing music from tune-in radio or from online content was not easy. Like using Spotify or Amazon Music was not very seamless, either in the app or in the screen itself. It was buggy at times. It'll not play. It'll lose connection, and wasn't that great experience. There are times when the content decoding was just not good enough. There were times when I was going through a movie, and the center channel was just not getting any audio, wherein I was getting audio from pretty much all the speakers, but not the center channel. And the same movie, after some time when I played using the same AVR, the center channel was getting audio. So I do feel that there were minor glitches here and there in terms of decoding at times, and it was not like 100% foolproof that you could always count on. Uh, Again, I'm not sure if it was specific to my or this is how Marantz works. The whole system to me felt like working slow. If I use the app and switch from Atmos system to a stereo system, this whole process of switching will probably take like 10 seconds. And even then, I would not be sure that if it has really happened or not. And I'll have to do it again, maybe a couple of times before the complete switching happens. The whole switching of between multiple channels or multiple modes wasn't as fast as I would have preferred from such a heavy duty AVR to have. There were also not it also did not have any feature like dialogue lift or any bass boost or enhancer or any DSP as such that quickly allowed you to jump between multiple modes. It was I mean, the dialogue lift feature was like the single most missed feature from this device for me. There will be times when I'll have to get into the center channel equalizer and the and the sound level of the center channel to find where the dialogues are, and it was not a pretty sight. So it I'll kind of stop now. I'm not bitching about this AVR. This AVR is fantastic, but it's just that it didn't really work for me. And now let's talk about why I sold it. Within first few days of switching from Yamaha to Marantz, I'm talking about around like July, August of 2021, I was missing the Yamaha's features already. See, the Marantz is a very powerful and amazing audio video receiver, but I had found Yamaha to be more user friendly. Yamaha showed me all the active channels on the display, whereas in Marantz I had to open the app to figure out what all channels are active during a specific content. Listening to music in Yamaha was seamless. You know, the integration it had with Amazon Music or Tidal or with Spotify was amazing. But the similar integration was not. I really didn't find that integration to be as seamless in Marantz as it was in Yamaha. I told myself that all of these are probably an adjustment problem. I had used Yamaha for more than a year, and switching to Marantz probably was more of an adjustment trouble than rather than the AVR issue. So I gave myself some time, and it was not bad. Um, After like 3 months, and playing through multiple options within the AVR, the whole dialogue situation was kind of resolved, not 100%, but I'd reached to a compromising stage wherein I'd started enjoying it. The music listening had decreased a lot. I mean, I don't remember With Yamaha, I used to play music a lot, but with Marantz, not so much. And then after some time, since I could not see the channels on the AVR, I kind of totally forgot or stopped caring about what all channels are operating. So didn't really miss that much. The trigger point for me was during the IPL games, that's the sports season that we had in the month of April and May. Marantz did a pretty crappy job in terms of decoding the IPL game commentary during the game playback. The ads when they played were very loud, but whenever the commentary came back, they were low. And the difference between both of them was like around I don't know, like 7-8 decibel, and that is a lot at that level. I tried to live with it for initial few games, and then later on I tried to find a solution, and the solution was that if I played all channels stereo all channels with a minor EQ adjustment for the center channel, then I could get some nice balance between the advertisement audio, and the commentary audio. That was the time I kind of made up my mind that enough of living with the savior. Let me go back and try something else. And that's when I put up an ad for selling this aviar. And in the month of July, August timeframe, there's a massive chip shortage and the shortage of AVRs in the market here in India. So this AVR was picked up in just like a couple of days. Some nice gentleman came and picked it up. I hope, and they already had used Marantz before, so I hope it matches their taste and suits their requirement better than mine. Now I humbly sincerely request all the Marantz fanboys not to troll me. I still say Marantz is a great AVR, very strong, robust, and powerful. It's just that it is not for me. I need a good balance of user friendliness and not just a raw power, which at times I'm not going to be making good use of. So I do hope that this review was of some use to you. If you are using Marantz, I wish you all the best. Great, it's a great device, and there is nothing to be unhappy or sad about. But it's just that it didn't work for me. Thank you so much for watching. You guys take care. Bye bye.